Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hey, I'm watching my own stream. That's why it's echoing. Hey guys, thanks for waiting. Sorry, I realized that I needed to set up my put my phone, take my phone off TikTok Live because I need to read DMs, and also I forgot to set up my YouTube screen, so we'll do that in a second. Actually, let's do it now before I spend any more time fumbling around. Okay. Where am I on this screen? Why is this? Ooh, let me just put it there. This is very spur of the moment, evidently, because I've still got my training wheels on. Okay. So we're live on TikTok. I've got my little shake thing that looks disgusting. Thank you. I'm glad you like the new lighting. It's like a rave in here. And I played around with my background. I don't know. It just looks a bit more like fun. Finally using all this equipment I've had for so long that I never really get a chance to use. So we are gathered here today. It's me versus hairdressers. And I am joking, but I'm also a little bit serious because this has been it started off as an innocent, I was in Bali and I needed some travel hair care. And guess what was in the shop? Sunsilk. Whoops. So that's what I purchased because that was the only brand that had little mini bottles. Actually, was it the only brand? Otherwise, it was Tresemme, I think. They came in a bigger bag. So I just bought a small bag. It was fine. I've had bad experiences using now my brain's been brainwashed by hairdressers. I'm just kidding. I've had a bad experience using hotel shampoos. They don't seem to work with my hair very well. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try. I'm sure it's not that bad for my hair. Knowing full well that I'd only heard like bad things about supermarket shampoo, which is why it's like, I'm only buying it because I have nothing else, essentially. I was in Bali washing my hair. I did it basically every second day almost because, every day because I just, you get a massage, you get oily hair, you go for a swim, just staying fresh. So I noticed my hair started to feel amazing. Like even in Bali, normally my hair does not feel nice in Bali. It was just soft, silky. It was so easy to brush. It smelled amazing. And then that led me on to think, well, why is this apparently so bad for my hair? What is so bad about supermarket shampoo? I went onto my Instagram stories and I did a question box. And I said, is supermarket shampoo really that bad for your hair? And then I was flooded with, yes, it is. People were saying, throw it out. Like literally that extreme. Throw it out, put it in the bin. People were saying stuff about silicone and build-up and melting foils and all of this stuff. So I said, okay. And I was disappointed because I loved this stuff and I wanted to keep using it. And then I had a few messages from people saying like, it's fine. A lot of that stuff is like propaganda. A lot of that stuff is just like, I wonder how much this is just hairdressers trying to sell their product or if it is actually dangerous or if they're just trying to like, if they've heard something and they're just running with it. And anyway, so I started looking into it more. Then I got one DM from an actual scientist. Now, I know most of you have probably caught up on this. if you want to know the full story, I mean, I'm kind of telling you now, but go onto my Loz Curtis Instagram page and watch the Sunsilk highlight. Anyway, she works for Sunsilk, and she said that she's actually a scientist and used to work for them, and the ingredients are great. There's no issue with them. You're not going to have a problem. All of that stuff is a myth. It's been debunked. And so she linked me to a video that I've shared on that Instagram highlight, and basically just squashed all of that whole the myths about silicone buildup. Silicone does not build up. It'll wash out once you wash your hair. It was like this thing that started in the 80s, when it actually was a problem because of 2-in-1 products. Back then, like the 2-in-1 craze hit. I think it was the 80s. I can't remember verbatim, but 2-in-1 craze, and so people needed their hair to be conditioned and washed at the same time. Now, there weren't any issues until people wanted more conditioning. And so it was actually, once they started adding more of the conditioning agent, which I believe is the dimethicone. No, I don't know if it is dimethicone, but one of them anyway. That's when there were issues with the hair being coated, but that was actually not the fault of, I think it was dimethicone. It wasn't the sole fault of dimethicone. It was actually a combination of the shampooing agents as well, but of course dimethicone got the blame. And plant oils also act in a similar way, I believe she said in that video, but they don't get the bad rap that dimethicone does. And so anyway, it's this issue. She said, this woman said, it's the number one thing she hears from hairdressers and all this kind of stuff. So we went down like a rabbit hole, basically. And then what else happened after that? I watched Lab Muffin Beauty Science. She does great videos. She did a video on Pantene and like the silicone buildup, and disproved that. That doesn't sound right, but so many good chats that I haven't been able to respond to. First time watching thank you. Loving a Sunsilk recommendation. Haven't washed my hair in 4 days and still feels nice. Never had my hair feel this nice. Yeah, my DMs are full of people saying that my hair has never been so easy to brush in my life. I love it. Silicones aren't that bad. They work well for some. And that's the thing. When I was doing my little mini research last night into all of this stuff, there's a baby galah out in my backyard, and I can hear it screeching, so ignore that. A baby bird. Someone said, where was it that I read it? They said, because I was Googling supermarket shampoo foils melting or hair melting. And the only two main ones that I found were hairdressing websites, like hairdressers websites, or hairdressing websites. And at the end of the article, they recommended their products, like their salon expensive products. And one of them was like cheap silicone, or cheap dimethicone is a cheap silicone. And your point is, there are squillions of products that use silicone, dimethicone. And so that means the ingredient will end up being cheaper, because it's widely used and widely available. Because something is cheap doesn't make it bad. Rice, first thing that came into my head, is cheap. Are you not going to eat rice because it's cheap? Like, you can't use that as, because, and then in the same breath, she said, I'm assuming it's a she, but let's be honest, probably is a she. I think so. To assume that it's bad because it's cheap is gross. And in the same sentence, she said, it makes your hair knotty, it breaks, it gets dry. I'm like, okay, so every single one of those things has been the complete opposite experience for me. And if anything, my hair was like that when I was using all of my fancy shampoo. So keep in mind, I get my hair done every 3 months. I get Olaplex in my treatment. I have Olaplex at home. I have 2 different types of Olaplex treatments at home. What else? I use Lux oil every single time I wash my hair. Like afterwards, I use expensive masks, good shampoos. I've used K18 for the recommended time. Like, I've tried everything. I get cuts, I get trims. My hair hasn't felt this good since... I don't remember the last time it's felt this good because I've been using Excel and products for so long. So, the title, don't tell me you have hairdressers attacking you. So this is what, I was just living in my own little blissful bubble. And also, side note, when I was doing my nails, which don't look good at the moment, when I was on my like nail trend, that was the first time that I had experienced people in the beauty industry coming after me, in a specialized industry coming after me, not in a malicious way. I made it sound like it's very threatening. It's not, but just like a gossipy high school way, where I'd have so many people saying like, and kind of like passive aggressive, which is what I'm seeing now, like rolling their eyes saying, oh, here we go, like, you can't do this, you can't do that. Basically saying that everything I was doing was wrong, what I was promoting was dangerous, as if I was telling them to like stick their hands in like an open fire or something. No, I'm literally just, I'm trying something, I'm making mistakes, I'm learning very quickly, I'm sharing those mistakes, I'm sharing what not to do, what to do, I'm making sure that I do follow the instructions and I'm not doing things that are reckless. Like, I'm not an idiot, I'm just trying something. And you can't gatekeep a whole category of beauty. Like, you can't, just because, like, I hate beauty appointments. I hate sitting down in a chair, whether it's hairdressing or nails, which are basically the main two really. And just sitting there around other people that I don't know, having like awkward conversation with someone that doesn't care about the questions that they're asking. I don't care about the things that I'm saying. Like, it's just, it's not my vibe. Some people love it. It gets some, time away and like from their day-to-day life, they can relax, whatever. I don't like it. So I loved the idea of not only saving a lot of money, but also doing it from the comfort of my own home. And it's fun. Like, are you going to gatekeep fun? Anyway, that was the first time. That has since died down because I'm no longer doing my nails publicly. Not because of that, just because I've kind of gotten over it, evidently. So I was just living my little blissful bubble. I didn't have any hairdressers directly messaging me saying like, ow, I just hit my nose. Oh no. Saying, saying like, don't do this, don't recommend this to your followers. It's only since I've been talking more about it, and it's obviously become a trend, like, not a trend like bandwagon trend, it's like people are interested in it. It's trending, I should say, that stuff's been going down. So yesterday someone messaged me and said, I'm not going to show it because I do not have any interest in getting messy. And this... okay, so there's a girl, she's a hairdresser, a woman, she's a hairdresser. Let me see, I think I screenshot it so I could reference it. So it's a reel. Her face is like this. Whoops. It's like, oh no. Anyway. Oops. So she said, POV, this is the text on the video. POV, you're a hairstylist watching millions of women be influenced to buy Sunsilk and wondering how you'll ever be able to foil again without fear of hair melting off. Oh no. So I commented on that. I haven't even checked back on it. I don't really care. But I commented back and I said, you could have just tagged me. You could have just tagged me. Like, I know you're talking about me. And that was whatever. It's irritating, but of course it's going to happen. And then... as my DMs are being like on fire, someone else messaged me and said that she saw this video from I think she said it's like made it onto TikTok, made it onto Hairdresser, made it in, what am I saying? The hairdressers are aware of it or something, or it's made into Hairdresser, not TikTok, this is on Instagram. I don't know what she said. Anyway, she must have been a hairdresser. I've never seen her before. She said she had a question box, and one of the questions was, have you seen this whole Lauren Curtis Sunsilk chaos? Chaos. Oh, I love it. The drama, the theatrics, the chaos, the utter mutiny and chaos. Anyway. Okay, I've got so many messages that I'm seeing pop up that I want to read. And she started off the thing by saying, first of all, like, I don't look into, like, she said, this is paraphrasing, but I don't look into the science of all this stuff. This is just like personal experience or something like that. She said she doesn't have any interest in looking into the science of it. I'm like, okay, well, all right. Not the best place to start, but that's all right. And she just continued on to say that she asks her clients a million questions about everything. And if they say they use supermarket products, she doesn't want to treat them because she's had one client whose hair basically melted off. And I totally understand why you would then feel hesitation towards, like, if you blamed supermarket shampoo for that result, I totally understand why you would be hesitant going forward, because you have identified that as the cause. And then I replied to her and said, like, there are so many people in my DMs that lie to their hairdressers saying that they use high-end products purely because they have fear of Pixar go nuclear, tell everyone to use black box dye. Oh my god, imagine. Oh, I could. Oh, anyway, that's okay. That's good. Oh damn it! That's why I shouldn't read comments when I'm talking, because I get sidetracked. Yeah, lie to their hairdressers and use. They say they use like the fanciest product. Someone said yesterday she tells them that she uses a high-end brand, whatever one she thinks of on the day, which cracked me up when I read it. But she's been using like L'Oreal conditioner like the whole time. And so like you're actually probably working on a lot of people that are using cheap shampoo but just don't tell you because they don't want the judgment. Maybe they can't afford to be also like, because hair appointments are so expensive, to be like plastering on, you know, the amount of money that it costs to buy that hair care. It's not possible for some people. For some people, the only thing they can afford is the color service. So, yeah, and then at the end of that message, I said, correlation doesn't equal causation. That is the quote, the phrase, the mantra of 2020 to 2023. With the whole COVID stuff, now it's about hair care. Correlation does not equal causation. Okay. This is the message that I wanted to read from someone. As someone who did a hairdressing apprenticeship, I was always taught by my seniors that supermarket... sorry, I just lost it because the chat's moved. Supermarket products were bad and will damage your hair, the silicone argument, etc. However, there was never any formal training around specific ingredients that are bad for hair, only specific ingredients from product training supply by the brands we sold. Part 1. TAFE never taught about good or bad ingredients and how they work with the hair structure, besides the very basics of how surfactants work and how the cuticle responds, etc. There was no scientific training or evidence, but we took it as gospel because that is what our seniors who know all had told us. Also, that's trivia. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, I used to spend lots of money on Kevin Murphy. Now I tried Sunsilk and Kevin Murphy never left my hair feeling like this. Well, actually, apparently, according to my Google research, Kevin Murphy is one of the brands that also uses silicone. So all these people that are saying, you have to use expensive brands. Well, Kevin Murphy, and there was a whole range of other brands that use it. Sorry, I had to finish that. Okay. So, let's change. Can we talk about how this anti-supermarket product bull is also just gatekeeping apparent good hair from, poor people? This is my issue as well, is that there's a lot of shame around it. Like, before I even started talking about all this stuff, there is so much shame that people have. Like, I know if I'm being totally honest, I mean, I don't know I think my hairdresser follows my Instagram, so she probably has seen my stories. I haven't heard from her. And I'll tell her, like, anyway, regardless. Okay, if I was going to a new hairdresser, I would definitely, I'm not going to lie, be embarrassed to say that I'm using Sunsilk. The embarrassment comes from the judgment that I am anticipating. It's not because I'm like, even, yeah, it's not that I'm, and I can afford anything. I can afford any product. So it's not like a financial thing. But imagine if you also had the embarrassment around your lack of, your inability to buy nicer products because you can't afford them. Like, hair treatments are so expensive. Color treatments, like a few $100s each time if you're getting like, foils and everything. To top, it's too much. So, and I've had so many awesome hairdressers message me, which I'm going to get into. This is going to be fun. My DMs are the best place on earth right now. That don't shame their clients, that also use cheap products because they know that it makes their hair feel amazing. And yeah, don't appreciate the judgment from all of these other hairdressers because it's gross. Yeah, as if we need another thing to feel judged about. We are being judged about the bloody shampoo we use now. Sorry if I'm sniffing. As a stylist, my only concern with using cheaper products is color fading. Other than that, if they are happy with how their hair feels, they can use whatever the heck they want. Yeah. And that's the thing. I'm really excited. I'm not getting my hair done for a couple of months, but I will take every precaution. I'm going to just to prove my point. So I'll tell my hairdresser, I'll probably DM her and say, like, I don't know if you've been following along when I'm using Sunsilk. Shoot me. Excuse me. But I'm using that. Do you want to do a test strand on my hair in case my hair like erupts into flames? I'll do a test strand and I'll tell her in advance in case it takes more time because I'm sure it will. But we'll do that. I'm not going to use a clarifying shampoo. I was going to before I went down this rabbit hole because I was like getting paranoid from all these people that were messaging me saying like, your hair's going to melt and all this kind of stuff. Okay, let us... Oh, that's why I have bugger. Yeah. I realize now why this is what I was trying to do before, but I stuffed it up. Okay, I'm gonna have to just redo this again. So, guys. These are the things that I should be doing when I'm... That'll do. Look, it's not perfect. I don't have time right now. I do have time. I just don't have the patience to do this. Good enough. A bit scraggly, but it's fine. If you're watching on TikTok, I'm streaming on Twitch, which is why you don't know what I'm doing, because I'm talking about an article that I have, that I'm looking at. Okay, so Monday Haircare. Monday Haircare is a brand that is sold in supermarkets. It's a recent brand, it's trendy, it's got nice packaging, and evidently I didn't know about this whole debacle until I started searching the internet for stories about supermarket hair shampoo and all the stuff burning off. So, all the hair burning off. So, let's read. Okay. Is my microphone on? Yes. New Zealand Haircare brand. I didn't know it was from New Zealand. Monday responds to fiery online accusations. I love the use of the word fiery. Okay. New Zealand haircare brand that's been hailed as liquid gold and a game changer has come out swinging, strongly denying accusations its product causes users' hair to melt. Monday Haircare's distinctive pink packaging products promise salon-quality haircare at an affordable price. But what founder Jamie Lupton wasn't prepared for was the intense online backlash, largely from the hairdressing community, that came from its claims. The range was developed by an entrepreneur who saw a need for salon products to be available in mainstream supermarkets and accessible to all. The brand, fronted by supermodel and Monday ambassador Georgia Fowler, has become so popular that supermarkets are struggling to keep up with demand and have found themselves constantly running out of stock. One Trade Me user in Auckland is currently selling six sets of the shampoo and conditioner bottles and states the brand was sold out nationwide at the time of listing. When was this written? 2020. A social media fan of the brand said she had switched from salon products to Monday and said, "My hair has never felt or looked better," while another wrote that she couldn't imagine using any other product. Doesn't this sound familiar? Sounds familiar. But negative feedback and online claims of the product causing hair to snap has ignited a fierce debate about supermarket versus salon hair care. "This is the worst product on the market. Your hair will snap and break," one user commented on the brand's Instagram page. Several people even claimed their hair had been burnt and blamed the silicone in the Monday shampoo reacting with bleach when they coloured their hair. The brand's technical consultant, Sophie Phillips, I have never seen Sophie spelt like that before, Sophy, claimed silicone actually works to protect the hair, and the idea that silicones are to blame for exothermic reactions is nothing more than a myth. Speaking to the Herald, Phillips stated, "The global haircare industry is one of the highest users of silicone, alongside the medical industry. The silicones used in current Monday formulations are identical to those used in countless professional and supermarket haircare brands. Silicones have various melting or flash points, but ultimately these well exceed any temperature reached during a standard chemical service in salon. In fact, silicones work well to protect the hair from excessive heat. It's an urban myth in the hair industry that silicones are to blame for unexpected exothermic reactions. Most commonly, these reactions are caused by mineral and/or metal deposits in the hair." Hold on to that thought. "Monday has been independently tested for trace metals and results show that no metals were detected." A range of salon haircare brands that also use silicones, namely brands such as Kevin Murphy, Redken, Paul Mitchell, Moroccan Oil, L'Oreal, and GHD. Someone said, "How did Monday haircare come into all of this?" This is just an article that I found when I was looking into this whole thing, and it basically addresses all the same issues that people complain about with Sunsilk. So it's just really interesting to compare a supermarket brand that was doing really, really well, that everyone was then, and hairdressers like complaining about, and someone's actual explanation of it all, because it's just stupid, and it basically just mirrors Sunsilk. Wellington-based chemical engineer Stacey Fraser, who holds a diploma of personal care formulation, says even though silicones are man-made, they are perfectly safe and don't damage the hair shaft. They are safe for human use and safe for the environment, and, better yet, they have amazing moisturizing and smoothing capabilities, can protect hair from heat damage, and are one of the most effective compounds for fighting frizz, adding shine, and improving manageability, Fraser said. Just pause on that side note. My hair is the shiniest it has been in so long. I used to have, you can see on TikTok more than you can see on Twitch, but I used to have like all those little random scraggly, like either it's hair breakage or it's new growth, like, coming out of my, like here, I'd have to have like, I'd have to hairspray and like smooth it down. This is just out of the shower. Yesterday I had a shower, today I straightened it. I have to use less heat on my hair because it is silky and smooth, whereas with other shampoos, I had to straighten my hair from top to bottom because that's the only thing that made it silky and smooth. Yeah, so anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so not even that it protects hair from heat damage, the fact that I'm using less heat on it. Fighting frizz, yes. Shine, manageability, yes. It's not easy to brush my hair now because it's so silky, it's so smooth, it doesn't snap when I'm like shampooing it. I'm not shampooing it, brushing it. The best way to use a silicone-based hair care product is to take your hair type into account as well as use it sparingly. If your hair starts to feel heavy or weighted down, use a clarifying shampoo to provide a deep cleanse and wash away product buildup. So that's the thing. If your hair starts to feel heavy, even though in that video that I shared about debunking the silicone myths, like she said, wash your hair to get rid of the silicone, shampoo it. And if you really want to get rid of it, wash your hair twice, which I always do anyway. But if your hair starts to feel really heavy, all you have to do is wash it with clarifying shampoo. If that even happens in the first place. Okay. One Instagram account, Monday Haircare Revealed, ooh, we love it when someone makes a fake account and calls it Revealed, has also accused the brand of using toxic ingredients, causing a whole range of issues from flaky scalp to hair melting. Hairdressers are alarmed by Monday Haircare. Consumers using Monday Haircare, followed by having their hair professionally bleached or lifted, are having their hair melt. When the silicone from Monday Haircare comes in contact with the color, a chemical reaction seems to occur, cause the hair to heat up and break. Sick, as in that's the way that the person actually wrote it. Reads one of their posts. One New Zealand salon owner wrote on Facebook, "A few hairdresser friends have had regular clients use this shampoo conditioner and immediately had to rinse their hair as it was extremely hot/broken due to chemical reactions on the hair strands." Another posted, "Ladies, please do not use any cheap shampoos, conditioners on your hair, especially if you are bleaching. A client came in for her usual blonde and her hair had a reaction to the bleach and was so hot the foil was nearly smoking." The Herald contacted a number of salon owners who made public posts warning the brand, but none of them were willing to go on the record with their claims. I wonder why that was. One hairdresser willing to speak was renowned Auckland hairdresser Stephen Ma. "We have had clients who have used it and were concerned, but we did we did strand tests with one color, but we did strand tests with our color and had no issues. So we went ahead and did the colors. They were beautiful and the results were fine," Ma said. "We approached our colors with the utmost professionalism. The imagery I saw online was nonsensical to me. That damage could never happen. It was obviously a chemical reaction to something else." Keep that in your mind. He said Monday was a perfectly acceptable product. It's innovative and it's disrupting that segment of the market. Like, this is that kind of energy, like the BDE that everyone talks about. This is like the hairdresser version. When you are so confident in your work and you have enough knowledge and you understand critical thinking, I guess, correlation doesn't equal causation, you come up with things like this and you're not threatened when your clients use the hair care that they want to use. Okay. He said Monday, and by the way, also, I'm not saying that the hair melting off thing doesn't happen. I said this on my Instagram stories last night. It does happen, but this is not the reason why. Okay. He said on Monday, it's never been touted and sold as a natural product, but in terms of harmful ingredients, I can't see anything in there, which is what someone else said to me on my DMs yesterday. She's a hairdresser. She looked at all the ingredients. She said nothing bad in there. It's all good stuff, and she's going to try it herself. And she wasn't saying that to me. Her friend must have asked her, and then the hairdresser told her friend that, and then the friend told me. So she wasn't trying to support me or anything. That was just her private thoughts. Carly Sophia, the beauty blogger behind You Beauty, said she was also proof the brand was not causing chemical reactions. The blogger claimed she had been using the Volume and Repair shampoo and conditioner for more than a month and then got half head of highlights among other treatments. My foils did not get hot, my hair did not melt, and nothing required early rinsing, and there were no chemical reactions except the ones that I paid for. Hairstylist Amanda Preston said she had tested the products a lot. On very damaged hair, on hair that's been coated in conditioner overnight, on brunette hair, natural and coloured, with many different strengths of lighteners and many different brands. Not once have I had a foil packet heat up and smoke. She literally said, on very damaged hair, on hair that's been coated in conditioner overnight, on brunette hair, natural and coloured with many different... I think people are quick to judge without actually understanding the science behind chemicals and how they work. It's easy to say, oh, it's the shampoo, when there is often so much more to the equation. Speaking to the Herald, Monday responded to the claims about their products, saying it had shipped 1.8 million bottles to customers and received fewer than 270 complaints. Of the 1.8 million bottles sold, complaints to Monday are totaling 0.02% of sales, a figure below the industry average for beauty products. The brand stated it had received many positive reviews from customers and haircare professionals and believed the impact its booming sales were having on hairdressers' profit margins was a factor in the negative comments online. Monday's price is more accessible to everyday New Zealanders than salon haircare prices, giving consumers more choice in these difficult times. A small group of hairdressers are worried about their market and their margin, so have taken it upon themselves to try and destroy the Monday brand with dishonest and defamatory claims. And I like that they said a small group of hairdressers, because it isn't all hairdressers. I know I'm being dramatic with my title, but it's not all hairdressers. There are a lot of them in my DMs that are awesome and that just understand this. The company stated only 4 customers had complained of experiencing a chemical reaction during colouring, but after doing thorough due diligence, we have not been able to draw any direct links between Monday and the interactions taking place. Lupton told the Herald she and her team had personally reached out to those who had raised issues with the product, and we've contacted any concerned customers individually through our in-house hair technicians, something we can do given the low number of customer inquiries. Boom! Love it. Monday states it is always open to receiving feedback on its website, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's the little first thing that I wanted to say. Now let me read some of these comments that I've been missing. Oh my God, there's so many. Oh gosh. What is the incentive for hairdressers to push their products? Is that massive markup? It's just sales. So if they do a $300 color treatment and then they sell a product that's, I don't know how much they cost, $50, say, and then that product costs them maybe $10 to buy wholesale, instead of making $300 on that color treatment, they've now made $340 because they've sold you products. Like, I want to share a personal anecdote, but I can't because I don't want to disappoint any. If any hairdressers that I've worked with on my hair are watching this, I don't want to. But I've experienced this personally, that they're quite like, here are the products you should be using. Anyway, yeah, I just trimmed my hair myself because I can't afford to get my hair done yet. Exactly. So many people are in that situation. Yeah, I got stuck paying $410 for my hair appointment yesterday, $70 for a trim and blow dry. And you know what happened to me the other day? There is a doctor locally that Reese and I went to get our skin checked for skin cancer. I finally got Reese to go. You know what men are like with doctor's appointment? Oh, I'll be fine. Okay. Anyway, love him, but so frustrating. And went to this doctor. It was actually mainly for Reese because he's always out in the sun. But I also thought, I'd get mine checked as well. I didn't take my clothes off this time because it was a man and I don't feel comfortable in that situation. But, I showed all my limbs and all that kind of stuff. So it was a male doctor. We went to him because he was the one that was automatically assigned to us. He must have specialized in skin cancer stuff. Anyway, at the end, he tried to sell me. At first, I thought it was because he asked what I do for work, and I said I do blogging stuff. And then he offered to give me samples, and I was like, no thanks, I don't need it, and this is super inappropriate. But then anyway, he was trying to push his own skincare line. And I was like, whoa, that's a mess. That is such a conflict of interest. Anyway, I was speaking to my Pilates instructor. I think she's in her 40s, I think. And so she went to this same doctor, I don't know for what reason, and he tried to do the same thing to her. And I think she ended up buying some of his products because he made her feel like, it's like if you go and get Botox and then get lip filler, and then the injector says, are you sure you don't want some on your forehead? And it's like, oh, now I have an insecurity that I didn't have before. And I'm going to do that because obviously I need it because the professional is telling me that these products will benefit me particularly. So anyway, so she bought them because she felt uncomfortable about it. she felt insecure. And then I went and got I had a skin appointment recently for the first time in years at this new place. And I was speaking to the lady, the dermal therapist, I guess she's called. And I mentioned that I went to a doctor here and, tried to sell products and stuff. I don't know how the topic came to, I don't know how we started talking about it. And she mentioned, I couldn't remember his name. And she mentioned his name and I said, yeah, it's him. And she said, you're like the 10th person that's complained to me about him pushing products. Like, it's so disgusting. And that is the worst. And she said, like, it's getting to the point now where I want to complain. Like, I want to file a, it's just like having your podcast back. Yay. I want to file a complaint because, so wrong. So wrong. So exploitative and opportunistic. Anyway, that's the kind of vibes that this whole thing gives me. It's like, sure, you can make money just doing your base service, but you can make more money if you sell all the products. And that's fine if the person wants to buy it, if they genuinely would rather use salon products over the supermarket stuff. But if you're saying no, you shouldn't be using that on your hair. I had someone message me. I'll just do a little preview of the DMs that I'm getting. Oh god, there's so many good ones. Oh, so many good ones. Yeah, my hairdresser said my hair was hot when she did my foils for the first time because I used supermarket shampoo. Gave me the good stuff and I continued using my supermarket stuff. So she was continuing to use her supermarket stuff. Next time she commented, see, look how well your hair took when you're using the good stuff. Sis, I didn't do anything different to the first time. Someone said, I use salon quality shampoo and conditioner and my foils overheated when I dyed my hair. My hairdresser was convinced I was lying about using supermarket products. Hi Lauren, my hairdresser once told me it's fine to use supermarket shampoo and conditioner. Then 2 years later, going back to her, she then said it's so bad for your hair to use supermarket shampoo and conditioner. I'm pretty sure she didn't remember once telling me it was fine, laughing faces. I didn't have the balls to tell her that she contradicted herself as she tried selling me the brand she stocks in her salon. Okay. Monday is not my brand. No, I don't have a haircare brand. I'm just catching up on some chats. Sorry for the sniffling. I was watching my video back and I could hear my sniffling all the time. It's so annoying. I have my hair appointment today. Every time I go to an appointment and she asks me if I need more products, I just say I have some at home still. They must think I have a warehouse full of high-end products in my house. Regarding the Monday stuff, 100% reactions during chemical services and metals is something we receive a lot of training about. Supermarket shampoos should never contain metals to cause a reaction. Head lice treatment is a big one that can cause reactions with heating when combined with bleach and can melt hair. That is well known and there is a real reason for it. Same as henna. Henna is very dangerous if you then want a colour service in a salon. Now this is going to be my next thing that I read. Next time I go to the salon for my root top up, I'm going to bring my Sunsilk shampoo and conditioner with me. I always feel forced to buy their stuff when I get my hair done. It's so annoying. Yep, I got conned into getting K18 as well. K18 was I had a $200 note and I burnt it into flames. I don't understand. The hype around that product. And I knew it was divisive when I first bought it because it seems like you either love it or hate it. It was very polarizing within the hairdressing community. My sister-in-law said to me yesterday that as a beauty therapist, she gets monthly bonuses if they hit their sales target of products. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but there is something wrong with it when I was in Bobbi Brown, when I worked for Bobbi Brown, and I'd get a customer asking me, this is super bad and I probably shouldn't have done this, but I have a conscience. A beautiful customer coming in and asking me, I think it's because I know the value of money. Anyway, a customer coming in and asking me for like the best mascara, or what was the product? There was a certain product that was absolutely amazing from another brand, and the one that we stocked wasn't very good. I can't remember what the product was, and I would say like, you should probably go there. And my supervisor she actually apologized to me like a couple of years later for like her attitude when we were working, but she really pushed us to get, me, because it was only me under her, me to get to like sell products. Like that is, you get your hourly wage, and like I don't get a bonus for selling extra product, which I guess is different. So that's the situation. But yeah, like I can't force something onto someone who I don't think it's right for, or who might not need it. It's just so gross. And I know that everyone wants to earn money, but how do you feel right about earning money by like exploiting someone like off the back of somebody else? I don't feel like, I even feel guilty. I'm not even kidding you. I feel guilty when I buy things from the Iconic and I return them. Like if I buy one thing and then I return it, I feel guilty because I know they offer free shipping and free return. So I know that they've lost money on that sale. But I do the 110% store credit thing, so I feel less bad. But like I couldn't imagine, and that's like $1 million business. I couldn't imagine like actual real people. We used to have incentives offered for sales, such as product packs that we could win for selling the most of a specific product, depending what the reps or head office wanted to move the fastest. That was offered to all staff except the manager. Same thing when you go into like a JB Hi-Fi or Harvey Norman or any of those stores, and you want to buy a TV, and you get like 10 staff launch on you, and you're like, I'm just looking. They're incentivized. And as I said in my stories on Instagram a few weeks ago, when we were looking to buy a new TV for our house, we made sure that once we had gotten the help from, like, you know, we asked the guy for advice, then we said, okay, we'll just keep thinking about it. We'll just keep thinking about it. And then once we were ready to buy, we made sure that even though people were asking us if we needed help when we were ready to check out, we made sure that we went and found the person that helped us because they deserved the commission. Like, you know, I'm not against commission, but I'm against it when you're pushing products that you wouldn't have pushed otherwise just because you want to make more money. And making more money is not a bad thing. I love money. Money's the best. But it's how you earn that money that is the issue. Just waiting for the haircare line to drop. Locks by Laws. Oh my God. That's the thing though. It's like, I feel like Monday has done that. They have made... although I've used Monday before and I didn't notice my hair was like life-changingly different like I have with Sunsilk. Sorry, this bit of hair is really bugging me, so I keep touching my hair. It's all, anyway, whatever. Yeah, that would be fun, but, you know, can't compete with the price of Sunsilk. And I don't want to deal with the hairdressing industry either. More so than I already am. So many, oh God, okay. I'm going to read this. This is the next thing that I read. So many things come into play. The medication you take can also impact your hair health, your diet, lack of nutrients, vitamins, how much you use heat on your hair, if it, like you've got weakening hair, hairdressers' knowledge, how long they leave their bleach on your hair, the amount they use, and whether they add extra heat with the heat lamps, dryer. Yes. Okay. I need to get this next thing up because, and then I want to read the other comments. So let's go to this. You can see it. Yes, behind the hair. Yeah. Okay. What would you do? Clients' foils get hot, too fast. So what I Googled to find this was, what did I search? Foils getting hot, or foils melting, or something like that. And I was fully expecting in this article to read something about supermarket shampoo. The website is behindthechair.com, which is obviously a hairdressing website. They've got their own Behind the Chair University. they have a shop, they've got articles, they've got formulas, they've got trends, they've got everything. So it's like a hairdressing go-to spot, right? The thing is like, what would you do is someone asking for advice from other hairdressers. 15 minutes in, her hair got extremely hot and was level 9 yellow in seconds. Advice from the BTC community on what to do when the foils get too hot. When a client straight up tells you she's been using box dye, how do you handle it? And what if her foils heat up super fast? One stylist reached out asking for advice on a recent color processing disaster when a client's foils got too hot too fast during a balayage service. So we reached out to the BTC community. So here's her situation. The client came in with level 6 warm neutral hair and wanted a balayage, had been home colouring her hair but couldn't remember what she had used, and she admitted it was a few different brands. Lengths were balayaged, blah, 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 blah. 15 minutes in, into the application, the client's hair got extremely hot. Hair was rinsed immediately. Even after a deep conditioning treatment, the client's hair had a substantial amount of damage. I would probably die if that happened to me. Like as a hairdresser, gosh, that would be the most traumatizing experience of life. And that's why I understand why they might be scared around supermarket shampoos. But like, education is powerful. Okay, so these are all the people these are all the hairdressers offering advice. So sometimes I would have pre-warned my client of the potential dangers of lighting her hair just based off the fact she wasn't sure of the brands that she used. There are certain metals, that's a recurring theme among this whole conversation, certain metals in some hair dyes that can cause reactions and even some natural dyes. So then let's just pause on that for a second. Certain metals. That is something we are seeing a lot in this conversation, and whether it be some people saying trace elements in supermarket shampoos, certain metals in hair dyes, there are certain metals in medications, there's certain metals in, there's all these different things you can take that may have metals in them. So people are saying supermarket shampoos because it's the easiest culprit. It's just like, you just throw that out there because that's the easiest thing you can do. And then also, the benefit of doing that, benefit of blaming that is that you can then sell your expensive product and increase your sale amount, like make more money. So immediate benefit. Can cause reaction. Even some natural dyes have metals in them. I would have gone with a little, metallic dyes, they're a bitch. They don't mix well with bleach. Medications can cause that reaction as well. My daughter had surgery and the pain meds and anesthesia stay in your hair until it grows out. That's crazy. I was balayaging her hair and the foils got hot as a flat iron. That's so crazy. I immediately rinsed and do the rest open air and watch closely. Another client of the salon had switched her anxiety meds, and again, hair heating up and breaking. It's hard to ask clients what medications they may be taking though. And I mean, imagine if I was taking all these medications and I had a hairdresser ask me, what medications are you taking? I'd be like, sorry, what does that have to do with anything? But obviously that's what needs to be done. And that's what that chick who was doing stories about me, said, that she asks her clients all these questions. But like the supermarket shampoo was the one thing that she doesn't want to work on. But then, so what if your client takes anxiety medication or has changed the medication or is on any kind of medication or has had anesthesia recently? Are you going to say, sorry, I'm not going to do your hair, or are you just going to blame it on supermarket shampoo? Like, is a supermarket shampoo, like, is that where you draw the line? Hair getting hot, she probably had straightening or keratin treatments done in between colors, probably metal or iron in her water. Also, if she used something with non-water soluble silicone, it'll cause a chemical reaction as well. It happened once with a client that had chemo and radiation treatment 6 months before her highlights. 6 months before. Definitely a chemical reaction. Like someone else said, and one of you guys said, box dye and henna, metallic salts. So you did nothing wrong. When in doubt, test it out. I would do a test strip. Always do a test strand. Okay, so that's that one. And then, what was this one that I... Yeah, I think this was another one that said, start with a clarifying shampoo. Then this is the bit. Why on one side of the head? This is a separate thing. A similar previous reaction occurred on only one side of the head was deemed due to the after effects of anesthetic. The client had some dental work done on one side of her mouth and the anesthetic had affected that side of her scalp. So just just some context. It's very easy and it's very beneficial to blame supermarket shampoo as the sole reason, the sole cause. I realized this whole time I've been playing with my eyelashes and I've been doing the wrong one. I've been trying to push one down and I've been pushing the wrong one down. I've been meaning to push this one down. Wait, no, is that right? I don't know. I hate wearing eyelashes. Okay. Now there was one comment that I wanted to read. So many factors. I feel bad for hairdressers. I filled out a consult form and I do not mention anything about meds. Yeah, that's the thing. It is. I don't envy hairdressers either. Like it seems like it's a minefield in terms of what could be causing it. What could potentially cause it? Yeah, and it's easy to blame supermarket shampoos because it's so much better because then you can sell something at the same time as well. And I don't think all of them. I'm not saying all of them genuinely are like scammers or anything because of course they're not, but I think a lot of them probably just haven't taken the time to look into it properly and educate themselves, and it's beneficial to them not to educate themselves because they can make money off it. Yeah, this is M. A close friend of mine had a mini stroke and now has to take daily meds. A side effect of her meds is that her hair will be prone to breakage, fall out, and just generally be less healthy. She usually gets her hair bleached to a white blonde, and after her stroke, she went to 3 different hairdressers, and all 3 had the same outcome: extreme breakage and damage to her hair. But because she never disclosed the meds she was on and how her hair would probably react after bleaching, she also always uses salon quality hair care. So the damage to her hair was purely because of the meds she was on. Lol. Yeah. Yeah, K18 is so crappy. Can't believe I got scammed into that. But that's the thing though. Some people swear by it. Some people say it's the best thing that like has ever happened in their entire life. Like it's makes the hair feel like virgin hair again. Yeah, it is just easier to blame supermarket hair care. Yeah, Megs, it's a mess. These hairdressers are like old school influencers in a weird way. They're crazy pushing a product they're affiliated with onto you to get their commission. I went to the salon House of Colour in Dublin and they had 2 treatments on their price list. Wella 50 is that £50 and Olaplex £40. I asked for Olaplex and she said she doesn't recommend Olaplex because it causes cancer and gave me the Wella one. What? 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 Thyroid issues can really affect your hair too. Yes, Olaplex. Okay. Olaplex had to remove an ingredient as it was causing cancer. Was it actually causing cancer? Is that like proven? Or it could be, or there was a product that was linked to that. Was it on TikTok? Yes. Hi guys. Which mascara are you wearing? I'm wearing my own brand. Lounge Face Lash. Why do I always forget to bring it onto my thingy? Lounge Face Lash. On my lower lashes though. Not on my upper lashes. Obviously those are fake. Vegan, cruelty-free, tubing mascara, doesn't smudge. Over like five-star reviews with 700, 5-star rating with 700, with over 700 reviews, I think, last time I checked. Love it. Okay, let's, thanks so much for the lovely comments, guys. Let me go into my DMs now because this is the place of dreams. The Olaplex stuff was discussed by Lab Muffin. I love her. It was pretty low risk if I remember correctly. Damn, I wish I had watched that before I went on to this. Someone just DM'd me that same article that I just read. Oh, I need to put my phone in my thing. Oh, can you see memes? Oh yeah, there she is. She's always hidden on Twitch because my microphone hides her. Not intentionally, of course. I would want to hide that cute little face. I think actually using a lot of it for it to cause problems. I think it, again, if Lab Muffin debunked it, I think it's, God, her page is so good. She squashes so many myths around beauty products and hair care products and all that kind of stuff. And she's an actual scientist. Like, she knows better than all of us would. Loz, I've been using Sunsilk for years. My hair has never been better. After years of dry and damaged hair, it was my saving grace. It's been the absolute best thing for my hair, and after years of being suckered in by hairdressers and ads on social media, my hair was dry as a bone, breaking constantly, falling out at the root, and I had really bad split ends. And now I have the most gorgeous silky hair I've had in my life. I feel like a mermaid every day. Oh, someone just said to me, how much are they paying you? It's getting a bit too obvious now, with one of those like emojis. That's what I was going to just say at the start. I forgot to say this, that I have zero affiliation with Sunsilk. They have not paid me. They have never reached out to me. They've never acknowledged my existence. They do not know that I'm a living, breathing human being. But that is more than I can say for hairdressers. I have nothing to gain from this conversation. I have nothing to gain. I have nothing to gain. I do not have a single, I don't make affiliate commission. I make nothing from this. I'm just sick of the shame around this whole judgment and shame around stupid stuff that is not deserving of it. And that's more than I can say for all of the hairdressers that are up in arms about my apparent chaotic stories. They have something to gain from their side of the argument, which is a financial gain from selling their salon products. I have nothing to gain. Nothing at all. I'm just reading some messages. I went to a hairdresser who did foils on my hair. I could feel it burning, so I asked if everything was okay, and she said it was fine. Turns out my hair was having a reaction to a shampoo I got from a hairdresser. She never heard of the brand, but I got this shampoo from a hairdresser, so you can really not predict what will happen. It's all a gamble. I was literally using Olaplex for 6 months, hoping it would be good for my dyed hair, but instead my hair became so brittle and quite literally matte to my scalp. My hair would also fall out in massive chunks. Luckily, I had super thick hair, so it's not as noticeable, but I've lost what would be some people's full head of hair. I switched to Sunsilk when I viewed your story, and my God, it's saving my hair. It's now so soft and easy to brush, no longer falling out or matting. And there was you guys know that Boho Blonde salon in Perth. Their stuff comes up on my For You page sometimes. And one of them was a client she used to go to their salon, and then she went to a different salon. The other salon butchered her hair, like ruined it, and then blamed her supermarket products on the outcome. And then Boho Blonde got her in, fixed her hair, and said, like, basically saying that salon did her dirty. Fixed her hair. I'm wondering if they wouldn't offer her, like, the original salon wouldn't offer her money back or something because they, like, blamed it on her. Anyway, fixed her hair while she was using the same products, the same supermarket hair products, and it was totally fine. So I think some hairdressers use the whole supermarket thing as a crutch. It's like, who knows what could have gone on with her hair, but if someone else, sorry, I'm cleaning out my lipstick. If someone else was able to fix it, anyway, I'm just repeating myself. Someone just messaged me and said, I just got sunsilk because of you, and I'm just not telling my hairdresser to see what she says next appointment. And if she says it looks good, I will never buy $40 shampoo and conditioner again. Yeah. Hair in my mouth. Yeah, the hairdresser I used to go to always spoke about the horrors of supermarket hair products. I literally changed hair salons when I used a box dye on my hair because I was terrified of the judgment. Some people don't understand that their budget only allows for supermarket products, which work amazingly, and getting the hair done professionally is a genuine treat. I feel so bad reading these messages and then not replying straight away. I will like them. Yeah, God forbid an influencer just wants to save us money and share a personal opinion. Like, I'm not trying. Like, I don't see you as walking bags of money. Like, I don't see you as living, breathing dollar signs. Like, that doesn't make sense. I don't care if you do or don't use it. What I care about is misinformation. This eyelash, I'm going to, like, set it on fire. There's been a real big fire theme in this stream. Sunsilk should be paying me, thank you. But even if they were, I would disclose it. But they're not. And I don't think they would. Imagine if I would just absolutely laugh until oblivion. Imagine me on a Sunsilk ad. I talked about this last time. Like, it'd be so fun. It'd be such a good moment to, like, recreate, like, an old those old, like, shampoo ads, like the Decorate ads. Oh, it's a get out of jail free card for them taking responsibility. Exactly. A collab with Sunsilk Cross Los Curtis. That would be cool. I think any conversation that is centered around this brand changed my life and you should try it, including Sunsilk, should be taken with a grain of salt, considering how different everyone's hair is. The issue here is allowing people the choice. Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying this product is going to work for everyone. And as I just said, I don't care if you do or don't use it. Like, it's not going to change my life at all in any way. My thing is that I'm just sick of some hairdressers, shaming and embarrassing and guilting people into using their products because they can A, make a sale, and B, haven't taken the time to educate themselves properly on all of the different reasons this could be happening. Instead of saying it's only supermarket shampoo that causes this, you can say it's possibly medication, it's possibly, I don't know, build-up of some metals in your hair, or whatever, all the different reasons it could be. What were all the reasons? Box dyes. It could be, dyeing your hair yourself. It could be what you're eating. I don't know if it could be what you're eating. It could be the dental appointment you had 6 months ago. It could be chemo. It could be all of these different things. New Sunsilk ambassador. Sorry. This just came up in my suggested reels, and you are literally the only person I follow that has been talking about hair. It's like it saw my brain, decided to try all Sunsilk once my Nielsen ran out. No, someone's... Damn it. No, I have all of these messages in my general folder, but the problem is that I feel bad when I read a message and I don't respond to it. And so I'm opening these messages, and I don't want to respond to them now, then I'm going to forget that they're there, and then I feel bad that I just ignored someone. Someone said, oh my god, it's just shampoo and conditioner that you've been talking about. I thought it was something like major, like blonde bleaching spray. The hairdressers should chill a bit. The hairdressers can't just... Yeah, okay. This is a good response from a hairdresser that is balanced. I used to be a hairdresser, and I hated how other people in the industry would speak so badly about supermarket shampoo. However, I've come to learn that the reason hairdressers don't recommend it is usually because, this is her anecdotal experience. Mine, just everyone's, from all the interactions I've had with hairdressers, mine seems to be more so the melting hair thing. In her experience, don't recommend it is usually because supermarket shampoo is super broad and not specific to a person's hair and scalp concerns. So if a person is wanting to see specific hair goals achieved, less hair loss, for example, supermarket shampoos are not specific enough to try and target those concerns. It's important to tell your hairdresser what you've been using. That makes sense, for sure. Salon products have a much, probably, niche. Like, I've had to buy shampoos that are better for dry scalp because some of the products I've been using have been drying my hair out. But then to be fair, I can also get like Head and Shoulders if I had an issue with dry scalp, which I have bought before. I had my hair cut at this place on the weekend, and as she was blow drying my hair, it was smoking a lot. So she asked what shampoo I use. I told her NAC, which is true, which they sell. And she said, oh, is one of the moisture ones? That's probably why your hair is smoking. Anything with moisture in it makes your hair smoke. I bet if I said supermarket shampoo, I would have been told off, but because it's one of their approved brands, she acted like it wasn't a big deal. Yeah, I guess you would never know, hey, with things like that. Oh, I need to watch more of Lab Muffin Beauty Science's videos because apparently they're really good. Someone just said I need to keep watching them. Are you sponsored by Sunsilk? Nope. I've never even heard of them. I mean, they've never even heard of me before in their entire lives. A hairdresser once said, "Did you dye this yourself?" No, lol. I got it done here. Oof. Personally, if a hairdresser judged my hair, I wouldn't go back. Yeah. Oh, I've missed some. Yeah, people say some interesting thing in chats. Yeah, I'm just banning the people. I'm not sure if they're just trolling, but I just can't be bothered dealing with it, so it's just easier to ban. Random, but I use my daughter's baby wash and moisturizer on my face, and it's never looked better. Yeah, I've been using like the cheapest skincare I've probably ever used since I was, oh my God, I don't know for how long, at least 5 or 6 years. And my skin is looking amazing. Like I'm going to get IPL done on my face to reduce the freckles. Like I do like freckles, but I just have this kind of scattered, and I think it's from when I wasn't wearing sunscreen enough. So once I do that, and if it's effective, my hair is going to be... Sorry, not my hair. Where's my brush? Where on earth is my brush? There. My face is going to be like a baby's bum. Just touching up. Because, yeah, texture's amazing. Like, you can't really see, but I don't know. It's just, my skin's been amazing. And I've been using really cheap stuff, so power to me for that. I have 2C, 3B hair, and I'm curious to try Sunsilk. What's that hair type? I don't know about hair types and the numbers and stuff. Ooh, sorry, I'm yawning. My partner bought the Sunsilk shampoo and conditioner for the gym last year. I just ran out of my salon shampoo the other week and started using the Sunsilk. My hair is so much better and I don't have to wash it as often. With salon shampoo, I have to wash my hair daily as it gets so oily. Jeez. The whole hair training thing where you try to wash less often until it adjusts has never worked for me. Looking forward to saving some money. Amen. Honestly, the biggest downside for me regarding supermarket brands is lack of cruelty-free options. Yeah, that's the biggest issue. It's interesting. I've had people that, because I generally only use cruelty-free products, and the thing is, I bought those little mini samples just for my private use because there was nothing else available. Anyway, that's just the reason. I didn't want to buy anything else at that time, and then I obviously fell in love with it, and so then I googled it, and I've had mixed reviews from people. Some people say, and like, so on PETA, and PETA are like notoriously very touchy about, like, they're very dramatic with animal rights stuff, which is amazing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but they are like, and it's cruelty free on PETA. It has been certified cruelty free on PETA. I think somewhat recently. I don't know, but and then on other websites like Cruelty Free Kitty, which I usually go to, it's not cruelty free. So I'm kind of confused. It is owned by Unilever, which I don't think are cruelty free. So I guess that perhaps that's why it gets that. I don't know. Humans have been historically washing their hair in a variety of ways for a very, very long time, and we've been fine. Consumerism is whack. Wavy curly, yeah. Garnier filters is filtering. My son's wavy curly. Okay, my son's hair is 3BC, very ringlet curly, and we just bought Sunsilk two days ago, so hopefully it works nicely for his hair. My salon stuff was not feeling nice in any of our family's hair, so fingers crossed it works nicely. I had someone message me that she bought her daughter's hair is similar. It's like really curly, and I think she said she had just bought Sunsilk for her daughter, and it made her hair amazing. So I think you'll probably enjoy it. I had read mixed things about these products on curly hair, but a lot of people said that it's amazing on curly hair because it defrizzes so nicely and it makes it so much easier to work with and to manage. But I'm curious how you go with it. Yeah, I think the owner affects some people's definition of cruelty-free. Yeah, I went to get Lounge Face approved on cruelty-free kitty, and I probably will eventually, but because it's vegan, so by default it's cruelty-free. And I didn't realize before, like, I think I had an idea about, oh, hair in my mouth, idea about how it all worked. My voice is getting creaky. One sec. But to have like your product listed on those websites, you have to pay a fee, and it's quite a substantial fee. I can't remember what the fee was, but I was like, geez, it's not even worth it for me at this point to do that, because I just don't need to. And I was like, and same thing with PETA, you have to pay. It's almost like a licensing fee to put their logo, the little leaping bunny on your products. So it's interesting. And I understand, like, that's a great way for cruelty-free kitty and for, PETA and stuff to make money. They're lending their credibility to your, like, you're using their credibility to promote your brand. So I understand, but I was like, geez, I was just surprised at the price. Yeah, the certificates are pricey. I didn't know if Sunsilk had actually been marked as cruelty-free by PETA though. Yeah, I've had people message me like, yay, it's cruelty-free on PETA. So it's strange. It's yeah, mixed reviews. Would that be a one-off fee or ongoing? Let me actually find the email. I won't disclose the actual amounts because I don't know if that's like confidential or something, but what email would it have been in? Oh, maybe it's not in that email. Maybe it's in my other email. It was definitely ongoing, I think. No, it was in my why isn't it showing up? Unless I do my all inboxes. Here we go. Sorry. I don't think this is... So... Yeah, Cruelty-Free Kitty is the #1 most popular cruelty-free resource. I totally understand why you would do it. So it's a fee of... I don't think this is confidential information. I think it's like basically $400 US for 1 year, which would end up being like $600 almost. I think. For 1 year. For 1 year. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Yeah, most are ongoing, yeah. I just got back from getting my hair cut, and the first thing she said was how healthy my hair felt. I wasn't game enough to tell her I'd started using Sunsilk. Thank you for saying my hair looks amazing. Maybe it'd be, yeah, that's the thing. Maybe it'll be more worth it for you once you have more products for sale. That's what I said to her, I think. I said, like, I'll definitely do it, but it's just not worth it for me with one product right now. It just doesn't justify it. I know the value of it, and that's why I will eventually pay it, especially, mainly probably just on Cruelty-Free Kitty. Because I know that's like the most probably trustworthy, I think. And they have a huge reach, and, it's the right thing to do, but it's just financially, I don't need to. I'm not losing customers because of its cruelty-free status or anything like that, or because it's not clear. But once I have more products on there, it'll be easier for me to, once maybe the brand has larger reach and stuff. Thanks, guys, on TikTok. The problem with my hair after 2 to 3 days is it gets so flat and oily, so Sunsilk will help. Well, according to a few people on here, that they had the same problem as you, and it has helped dramatically. They haven't had to wash their hair every day. And my mum, bless my beautiful mum, she has hair like mine. So we have fine hair, but we have a lot of it. Well, I don't know if that's her hair type. I think her hair is a little bit, I think she has like less, I think we both have fine hair, but I think mine's a little bit, probably I got more of it perhaps. I'm not sure. But we have very similar hair in terms of like, it's quite like flat, and she doesn't like using, she purposely uses products that aren't like moisturizing or like makes your hair super shiny, because she doesn't like how it makes her hair flat. She'd rather have it a bit like dry so she gets some like natural volume. And she saw my stuff and she went and bought Sunsilk, and she actually said, because I said just like, because I only apply it from like mids to ends, I never apply it to my roots, because I just don't want to make my hair oily. And she actually applied it from the roots to the ends. And what did she say? And I thought that would be like the easiest way to make your hair like oily and stuff. I used the pink Sunsilk shampoo on Tuesday and it's great. I even used the conditioner on my whole head, which I don't normally do. My hair still feels silky, but not in that horrible flat way that makes me feel like I have no hair. So great recommendation on your behalf. Yeah. That's what my mum said, so. What's the brand? Sunsilk. Is your hair thick or thin? Yeah, it's, whoops. So, like, I've got like a lot of hair. It's just very fine. That's what hairdressers always say, is that you have a lot of hair, it's just fine. So, like, yeah, I have a good amount. It's just, and that way, it also gets like tangled and stuff more easily. Just another side note on curly hair, the curly girl method is very strict on things like silicone, and I've always felt weird about that because, as you've said, if a silicone / any product builds up, just clarify it, as in like you use a clarifying shampoo. I don't follow the curly girl method now because it felt weird to have someone tell me what I can and can't do with my hair. That's the thing, hair is so unique. Even if you have like a certain hair type, anyway, it's so hard. Yeah, that's the thing. Even if you want to use Sunsilk, but you're still like deep down terrified, and I haven't like eased your concerns, just get a clarifying. Like, if you're already buying salon products, then you obviously have the funds to like, this recommendation isn't out of touch or whatever. But yeah, get a clarifying shampoo. I'm sure there are fairly affordable ones, so you don't have to like invest in something fancy, and just do a clarifying wash before you get your hair done. If you're really genuinely worried about it, I'm not going to be doing that, but I will tell my hairdresser, like, just so you know, like, I'm using cheap shampoo and conditioner because my hair feels amazing. Makes my hair amazing. Mine's the same, heaps of hair, but it's thin, yeah. It felt so restrictive when I did follow curly girl method. Now, switching back to affordable shampoo, I've realised it's just as healthy, so it wasn't even worth the struggle. Ugh, that's annoying. But good that you know now. I'm kind of annoyed that I stocked up on high-end stuff over Christmas sales period now. Yeah, wait for it. I bought both of these. Oh my God, these smell so good. The smell is like, what's the word? What's this? Oh my God, what is the word when does it start with P? When I smell like, the word that's in my head is radiating, but that's not the right word. Does it start with P? Like, think of like a pungent smell. Permeating? Permeates. Is it permeating? Pungent. Oh, now pomegranate. I want to find what the price of these products were. Yeah, so $114 I spent on these two. Because these were the first products, and they're limited edition, that's why I bought them. They're only come out at Christmas. Because, yeah, 8 times softer hair. Like, I was like, wow, this makes my hair feel amazing. In terms of, like, this was before I tried Sunsilk, so it was amazing out of all the other products that I'd used. God, they smell so good. The smell is apple honey deep conditioning mask, but it smells like, oh my god, it smells so good. It makes the whole shower smell amazing. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be using those anymore because I prefer how Sunsilk makes my hair feel. Same hair type here. And I actually get jealous when people talk about having some frizz. I never have frizz. It's just flat, flat, flat. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one that's when I stocked up on. Yeah, the smell is amazing. How good is it? Oh, are you not going to use it now? Well, I've got a full bottle basically that I've only used a few times, like as I put up to here in my shower. So I've got 3 of these. I mean, I don't know what I'll do with them because that many. Why did I buy so many? Why did I buy so many? Like, Christmas is only a year away. I don't need to buy 3. Jeez. Overkill. But that's how desperate I was to buy something that made my hair feel amazing because I hadn't been using any products that did that. So curious how you like Sunsilk longer term. Yeah, I'll keep you updated. Wait, Mira's drooped on her bed. I think she just... Can you see her anymore? No. Oh, yay, finally Twitch can see her. In a little ball. Can you see her on... No, you can't see her on TikTok. If I lift this... No, you can't see. Oh. I just got a thing on TikTok. Great job. You've gone live for 90 minutes. Don't forget to take a break. All right. Jeez. Don't you want me on here? Like, wait till I take a break. Maybe self-conscious that I've been on here too long. Is your hair difficult to get it long? No, not really. Permeating. Maybe it is. Maybe permeating was the word. Would it grow long enough to hit the waist, or it gets too straggly at that length? Well, now it'll definitely be easy to grow that length for sure. No, my hair grows fine. Now that I've gone back to like the natural color on my roots and then blonde at the ends, which is what I had when my hair was longer, my hair is a lot better in that. My hair is a lot healthier like this, so it's easy for me to grow it. And when my hair was, I had like short hair up to here for a while, and it was basically just blonde. And despite it being so short, you'd think that it's like all fresh hair, so it would be super healthy. Because of the blonde, it just felt dry. And so while I was trying to grow it out, I was getting cut each time. So it was like, it wasn't growing very long. It wasn't growing very fast because I was cutting it all the time because I wanted to keep it healthy. That was one thing I learned when I was growing my hair out when it did get scraggly like 6 years ago or something. I don't know how long ago it was now, but my hair was getting really scraggly and I just wouldn't cut it because I was like, I want it to grow because I was so used to having long hair. And then because of all the damage over time and I wasn't getting it trimmed, it was just breaking and breaking and breaking, getting further up my hair. And then I finally cut it off. And the number one thing, guys, if you're trying to grow your hair and it's blonde or it's unhealthy and you've got scraggly ends like these ends are like they take the longest to grow because they're the most damaged by heat. If you have like super long, if you put your hair like this and it's all like wispy, I should find an old photo. I'll find an old photo as an example. Cut your hair. I promise if you're trying to grow it out, it doesn't matter. Cut your hair. Cut your hair. It is so important. What year should I do? I think it was 2016, maybe 2016. 2016. No, must have been 2015 then. Yeah, 2015. Oh gosh. Here we go. So this is before I cut my hair. Let me find a good picture. And my hair was always so long. Like, I mean, most of you guys, if you have been watching my videos for any amount of time, or not really, if you have watched my videos from the start, you would know how long my hair used to be. So I've never had any. Oh gosh, goshy. Okay, I've got some good pics. Okay, I'll show Twitch first. Oh, wait. Of course it's not going to... Can I get it? There we go. You can see the ends? See the ends? How it's like blonde, but there's just nothing at the bottom. it's just broken away. Yeah. And then I got my hair cut. I just found cute baby photos of Reese. Oh man, my hair. Cut it, girlfriend. You gotta cut it. Now I'm gonna try and find a photo of when. What's a good period of time? Was it 2017? Yeah. This is when it was starting to get longer again. Let me scroll down to the bottom. It was finally starting to get healthy again because I had cut it off and I was growing it out. Where is a good picture where it's just me? Okay, corny picture. But that was what, 2 years later? The ends? Like night and day. That was a really nice color actually. But I feel like I need darkness on my roots. Otherwise, because I've got a big forehead. If I have blonde hair at the top, it makes me look like more bald. I need the darkness to kind of frame my face. Love the cut at the ends though. Love the blunt cut. That's actually a really good hair length. I would like my hair to get to that length. Again. That's a nice hair length. I like that. Anyway. Oh, I've covered my screen. Ah! Jesus Christ, man. You can't do that. Scare the crap out of me. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this parcel. I think. Yes. Wait. Okay, I'm going to do a live reaction to this parcel. Can you hear Meme still? Yeah, I can see my microphone going up. Mia. Okay, I'll just finish reading my messages on Twitch. Oh, Mia. Mia. Hey, come on. Walk of shame back in. You saved us. Thank you, Memes. Shush. Shush. Stop. 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 She doesn't like the postie. Sorry, guys. Oh my god, what are with these trolls on TikTok? You know, by saying stuff like that, like, you're not affecting me. Like, I genuinely do not care. So you're wasting your own time. Go away. Okay, anyway. Oh my god, Mia, stop. Another streamer I watched. Oh my god, this is too much. Hold on. Mia, stop. Let it bark if you come back. Ugh. Sorry, I just need to get the parcel. I knew she wouldn't keep on barking. Another stream I watched for 14 hours the other day. You're fine. Oh, I have no problem. I love streaming for a long period of time. It's only been an hour and 45 minutes. Jeez, it feels like it's been longer than that. Fragrant, aromatic, those feel right. I've learned from Lab Muffin that the main thing that contributes to color fade is the wash frequency, more so than the shampoo ingredients. You are so interesting. Thank you for sharing that. I have very wavy, hairy, Very wavy hair / frizz. I have so much baby hair and flyaways and different hair texture in the lower back of my head towards my neck and curly hair. Will Sunsilk fix that? I don't know. You have to try for yourself to be sure. Yeah, I don't know. I think the flyaways and stuff, it definitely helps with. I'm just going to try and, I don't want to dox myself. Those were the days, baby Lauren. What do you use? I use the pink one, the pink bottles. Oh, thank you so much, Enyothea. That's so nice. Big bad postman, I know. How dare he deliver my parcels? My dog is barking now. Sorry, that's so annoying. Sounds like my papillion. Always protecting the home. When people walk out of a stream, it always makes me feel like the first time you go to a friend's house and they show you their room and walk out to do something and you sit there awkwardly twiddling your thumb, unsure where to look until they get back. That's so good. Like, yeah, you're in someone's space and you're like, like, yeah, it just feels weird. Where can I buy in California? I'm not sure, to be honest. Okay, so random side note. I don't know if you guys have watched my Instagram stories, but I have an issue trying to find, thanks for the follow, trying to find, I haven't even been promoting that. Any of you who are watching, please follow my Twitch, Loz Curtis. The follow goal, we've got like, 57 more people to reach the follow goal. Please, pretty please. Oh, I don't know if, I also mentioned that I applied for the Twitch partnership because I've got a following on other social media platforms and I didn't realize you could apply. And I applied and they said no, because they said you're off to a really great start, but you haven't streamed enough. I was like, okay. But I will still continue to hustle. I think it's more so just a case of that, like, I literally only streamed like twice when I applied. So they need, I think, they need like, what did they say, 7 or 12 separate streaming days. But that's fine. I'm going to be here regardless. I was cheating by applying. And they said to apply in like, apply again in a week or, what did they say, 2 to 3 weeks. Will do. Anyway, on Instagram, I've been trying to find the right perfume, and there's this one that I found by Chloe called Verbena, which is like a lemony scent. And I've been dousing myself in it every morning, and I would never normally do that with perfume because it makes me feel sick and it's like overwhelming. But this is just the most subtle, lemony, fresh, crispy scent, and it's not anything else. It's not like some other scent intertwined with it that makes it too intense. It's just really fresh, summery, lemon, crispy linen smell. But it lasts like 2 seconds on me, which is so annoying. It does not last long enough, which is actually kind of a good thing as well, because I like that I don't stink good. I like that it doesn't stay too long. But anyway, my ultimate goal has been to find lime blossom fragrance, like lemon blossom. Just a blossom of a citrus plant, citrus blossom. And I Googled it, and all of the ones that I found in essential oils, they're called like citrus blossom or lemon blossom or something, but they've got other smells, and they're like grapefruit and stuff. Like, that's not citrus smell, guys. It's not. Don't say it is. Random side note, is this ASMR? Probably not. How often do you trim your hair to keep it full and blunt? I was getting it like every 3 months trimmed, but now I'm going to be doing it sparingly because my hair is becoming so much more healthy and I want it to grow. So I'll probably do it every, like twice a year, I'd say. And then once it gets longer, then I'll start trimming every 3 months again. I'm following the advice of my hairdresser as well. I'm not just doing whatever I want. Like I'm, oh, hi, Mum. You figured out how to do it. I have the best mum ever. She's the sweetest woman on earth, and she like supports me in everything. I'm so lucky to have such supportive parents. Lush has some really nice lemon body sprays. A few people said Lush. I don't have a Lush near me. I could always buy it online. Anyway, so I went online. ASMR laws, give the people what they want. Oh, what was one that I did yesterday? The other day, it was Velcro. And people like the typing sounds of my keyboard. I can't do it because I'll be pressing stuff. What time is it there? 9:53 a.m. Okay, so I went on this website. I found 2 websites. And both of them, these are like perfume oils, I think. And these are where you buy like bulk fragrances from when you are making like candles and things like that. So I spent $20 on this, and it says lemon blossom. It didn't say anything else. It just said lemon blossom with a picture of a lemon blossom. So I'm hoping there was another website that I wanted to buy from, but their shipping was ridiculous. So, oh my god, this is an actual like medicine bottle. I listened to it. My favorite podcast is Stuff You Should Know, and I listened to their recent episode on how perfume works, and it made me realize that like the alcohol in perfume is actually really important. Otherwise, like the perfume oil can be too intense. So I might have look. I didn't invest a whole lot of money in this. It's fine if it doesn't work, but like Aroma Lemon Blossom Fragrance Oil. Oh. Is the oil skin or sun safe? Is that a thing? Thank you, Nelly. Yeah, it can react in the sun on your skin. Great. Can I just put sunscreen on first? I don't know. I'll look into it. The promise of surprise ASMR is why I keep coming back. Wait. Wait. Oh, that was a good one. Anyway, I'll put that down. Okay, guys, let's see. I'm gonna smell the cap. Oh my god, I bought Sunsilk the other day, and can I just say my hair feels amazing? Yay! Too much. Oh, smelling the cap, I couldn't really smell it very well, but doing this, oh. And it needs some coffee beans to clear the palate. Oh, okay, how can I do this? How can I smell this? Should I get a little Q-tip? Q-tip is such an American term. I should say cotton bud. Ooh, it's like bright yellow. Ooh, gotta be so careful with this. I don't want it to spill. Scotland, wow. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I need to let it sit for a bit. That was going to last me until like the apocalypse. That is a big glass thing. Oh, it's so intense. That's what they were talking about, the perfume oil being like, it needs to be diluted with something. I'm trying to get a soft whiff. Anyway, we'll see. I'll just let it. Oh, island. Okay. Now, yeah, I'm just reading comments from people, and another person said, I've started using Sunsilk, loving it. Honestly, I had the same thought process about my hair, and for my upcoming hair appointment, I was thinking about what brand I need to tell them, and if I'm using that, ask. Wow, that was a shocking sentence. I meant to say I read it poorly, not she read it poorly. Anyway, never mind. I think we've covered this though. I think I've touched on that enough. I think hairdressers need to stop being so judgy. If they're good at what they do, there shouldn't be any generalized issues. I was brunette with faded box dye red and asked my hairdresser, new as well, to help me go blonde. Like, she was a new hairdresser. To help me go blonde, highlights throughout, caramel in tone, and she bloody achieves it without melting my hair because I use supermarket brands. Yeah. What's this video?
Hi everybody and happy Monday. I thought instead of this video having me just talk and talk and talk.
Oh, that's too long to watch. I'm not sure if this is a dig or if she's being nice. It's the platinum YouTube plaque behind you while calling out a hairdresser for me. Her other messages aren't mean. I'm not sure if she's complimenting me or saying that that's a bad thing. I don't know sometimes. I use a herbal essence one from the supermarket, paraben and sulfate free, hemp infused, and my hair has never been healthier. It's growing longer after losing hair postpartum. It's stronger and I don't suffer from dandruff anymore. And it's so soft and smooth. Also, I'm down to only needing to wash it once a week. That seems to be a continuous thing here. Previously, I tried all different hair and high-end products and they weren't even half as good. Other than switching out the shampoos and conditioners, I haven't changed a thing in my hair care routine. So it can only be down to the shampoo and conditioner being quality. And it's literally only £4 a bottle. Yeah. I've been colouring my own hair for 12 years or something stupid, always done the bleaching myself, and the colours were usually things like Bright Organics from Woolies, Good Dye Young, Berserk and Priceline, or occasionally Dare, Hair House Warehouse. I've never not used supermarket hair products for shampoo and hair oils. I can't use Sunsilk because of the almond oil in it, but I love the L'Oreal Elvive Dream Lengths for my nut allergy and still needing good cheap hair care. I used to use Sunsilk Longer and Stronger in the black package. I've heard good things about that one too. That's what I'll try next. All through uni, when I couldn't afford high-end products, hairdressers continuously complimented my hair. I'd been getting back-to-back blonde foils and everything. I literally chose it from the supermarket purely because of the amazing scent. Yeah, that seems just to be, yeah, I think we've debunked this whole thing. I think we know what's up. I think we know the situation. Regardless, you know, you use what you want to use. To reiterate, I don't have any like financial stakes or interest. I'm not getting paid. I'm not affiliated. I've never spoken to Sunsilk. Nothing to gain from this except destigmatizing supermarket shampoos. That's what I have to gain because I just don't think it's fair that there's so much judgment around this kind of thing. It is stupid. Big Sunsilk, $6 at Woolies. Yeah, I only bought the small one because I wanted to potentially try the black one after it because people said it was good. So, babe, the way you were my whole childhood. Thank you so much. Could you do a live tutorial of lounge face? Yeah, I did. The first two streams, or was it just the first stream that I did? I did a application of it, but I think my audio got muted because I was listening to music that I shouldn't have been listening to. But I'll do it again for sure. I've been starting these few streams with makeup, but I will plan on doing some more. Thanks for following. Some more makeup tutorials. Yeah. I'm busting to pee, so I'm going to pause TikTok for a second. I always press the wrong button. And pause. The way you haven't aged a bit. Stop. On that note, I want to pee. I'm glad you guys like the be right back screen. What I've also started doing randomly. Oh, I can smell this. Oh, it kind of, you can fit through there, memes. Come on, you can fit through. You can do it. Come on, you can do it. It's just your fluff that's making you feel wider. Come on. Come on, you can do it, memes. Come on. Come on, memes. You can do it. Come on. Come on, memes. Come on. Come on, memes. Ooh, she pushed it with her paws. That's a clever girl. Clever girl. Wanna come and say hi? Come here. Ugh. I hope she doesn't cough. Hello, Bobby girl. The star of the show. The angel upon us. Thank you, Bobby girl. Thank you. Definitely in a better mood today. You're also encouraging my dog to come over. Look at this beautiful girl. You're so pretty, memes. You got your little ears back. You know you're pretty. Yes. You know you're a pretty girl. Look at her little gums getting tucked up. That lemon blossom thing, I don't know if that's a vibe. It reminds me of toilet cleaning products. You want to lay down? You can lay down here if you want, bubs. Oh, you want me to carry you? Okay. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Toilet cleaners. Bugger. Is she a pure Pomeranian? No, she's Pomeranian cross Chihuahua. She has a Chihuahua brain. She's got long Pomeranian legs. She's a really great mix, actually. You know what I wanted to do? Actually, no, there was something I wrote a note. Oh man, this stuff stinks now. It's getting too much on my wrists. Okay, what I wanted to do, and I'm gonna just open it. Someone said, the Am I the Asshole community on Reddit and discussing it with people. Let's do that. I love the idea of this, where people, I'm sure most of you know, but on Reddit there's different subreddits, like different just groups where you can ask questions and stuff, whatever. Anyway, different topics. One of them is called Am I the Asshole? And what that one is, does it say? Yeah. A place to finally find out if you were wrong in an argument that's been bothering you. Tell us about any non-violent conflict you have experienced. Give us both sides of the story and find out if you're right or you're the asshole. So let's do that. Just because I just love this idea. All right, let me find a good one before I switch screens. Ooh. This one sounds good. Okay. Let's change to... I've got a little stream deck now, so I still have to get used to like where the buttons are, but it's so cool. Such a cool little device. Can I show you? I got the little mini one because I don't have enough scenes. Sad I'm at work, I can't stay. Oh, bye, Rebex. Thank you for even tuning in, but it's always available to view afterwards. What's the website called? Reddit. Thank you for tuning in though. Okay, so this is one that we've got. You can see, can't you? Yes. Am I the asshole for telling my wife it was a mistake to stay at a baby shower? So I texted my co-worker, let's call him Frank. I love, and those of you who haven't already checked out the Two Hot Takes podcast, they read these stories and it's one of my favorites. Oh, interesting. Texted my co-worker, let's call him Frank, and asked if we could talk. So we met up during our lunch break. I apologize for oh wait, Wait, what's the original? Oh, that's annoying. Never mind. That was an update. Let's watch this one. Okay. Am I the asshole for embarrassing my brother-in-law's new wife in front of everyone? For context, it was not my intention, but it was absolutely how it played out. My brother-in-law's husband, so my husband's brother, was away for college for 4 years and ended up eloping with a woman he had known for 7 months. None of us knew her, not that it mattered, but we just met her for the first time back a few months ago. She seemed pleasant, a bit shy, which is to be expected, and a bit rough around the edges. No big deal, but just like fidgety, darting her head and looking behind her shoulder like someone was standing there when no one was. We found out a short few weeks later that she has bipolar, unmedicated, so her behaviors absolutely made sense. I'm a registered nurse as well as a social worker, and I also have bipolar, but I'm medicated. Okay. Sorry, I am removing this lemon oil from my wrists because it smells like a toilet. On Saturday, mother-in-law invited the whole family down for dinner, and brother-in-law and his new wife, Hannah, show up, and we got chatting at the dinner table about her diagnosis. She brought it up, not me, but she knew I knew about it, so I started small talk, I believe. Well, it didn't take long for her to dive deep into the conversation, using her arms and hands to talk, getting a bit loud. No problems, the family is loud, so she fits right in. Oh my God, I can't get rid of it. But then she became angry over nothing, started saying stuff like, it absolutely effing repulses me that people without bipolar try claiming they are manic when mania is strictly a bipolar thing. I wasn't rude by any means, but I did correct her. I'm going with alcohol now. Did correct her quietly and said, actually, mania comes in all forms and is not limited to bipolar disorders. Even people with brain tumors have been known to have manic episodes. Wow. She immediately said I was wrong. that her doctor told her that it was strictly a bipolar thing, etc. So I just stood firm and said, he's wrong. I even pulled up my medical ebook to show her the paragraph that speaks on mania and everything that can cause an episode. She refused to read it. So I just turned to my husband, who wasn't paying attention to us, and said, honey, you're a doctor. What causes manic episodes? He starts listing off multiple things, including manic depressive episodes, seasonal affective disorder, postpartum psychosis, or schizoaffective disorder. Well, Hannah was pissed. She immediately said that we were just trying to one-up her and that she knew what she was talking about. My husband immediately said, obviously, if you're going to sit here arguing gatekeep symptoms of illnesses against two medical professionals, obviously not. He then turned and walked off, leaving us at the table with both brother-in-laws, sister-in-law and mother-in-law looking on. Hannah then starts crying, saying I embarrassed her on purpose for no good reason other than my pride, and stormed out of the room after screaming for everyone to stop staring at her. Brother-in-law is telling me I should have just shut my mouth and storms after her. I'm really confused if I'm the asshole here. Making an ad to include some key points. I was quiet throughout the entire conversation. I was speaking so no one else could hear, which is exactly why my husband, who was sitting directly beside me, had no idea what we were talking about until I brought him into the conversation. She didn't seem to be in any kind of episode when the conversation started. No, she's not the asshole. No. It's more dangerous to be uneducated than it is to be educated and to be blunt. Her doctor giving her false information to begin with is troubling in itself. That was a bit long. Wait. I feel like I'm an a-hole. I'm just going to start saying a-hole because she was embarrassed. I'm not sure if I feel like an a-hole for what I said. However, because I'm admittedly having a hard time seeing how everything I said led to her blow up. Not the a-hole. I hate it when I'm having what I think is a strictly academic discussion with someone and they start to take it all personally. A bit asshole. Yeah, I work in healthcare and I'm now super skittish about answering general conversational questions. So often it turns out they only wanted me to back up their self-treatment protocol or their perception of their condition, even though I don't know anything about their health. Or they will ask me about a wellness influencer and I think they're asking a simple question, but really they get angry and I don't know who they are. And then they get mad again because I say I can't comment on them without researching their credentials and their advice. Yeah, I don't think she's the a-hole. I think that's a clean cut. Sometimes just drop it even if you're right. Sometimes in a social setting, it's more polite. Yeah, I do agree with that also. Yeah. It's hard though because then she went and asked her husband, which I guess is like, some people, I understand why she might have doubled down because she might have been embarrassed. You know, if you're embarrassed that you've been very obviously proven wrong, instead of saying, oh, whoops, okay, never mind, which is hard to do. You just dig your heels in more and become stubborn about it. I understand that, especially if that's the way you've identified for so long and like you feel passionate about it. That was the issue with the whole like COVID and vaccine things and stuff. When you get really passionate about either argument and someone from either argument tries to like raise a point to you, it's just both people need to be sharing the same kind of energy of like no guard up, not trying to outdo one another, not saying I told you so. Both of you need to be on the same like open-mindedness level of open-mindedness. Otherwise it will get messy. This is like, oh my God. Damn. Okay, that was a waste of $20. Never mind. What can I put it in instead? Oh my God, could I put that, like, you know, you get that stuff. I think it's called, sorry, this eyelash is giving me issues. It's called VI Poo, where you drop oil into the toilet before you poo and then prevents it from smelling gross. Am I the a-hole for feeding my daughter onions? My ex likes to tell me what I should and shouldn't do on my custody days, and I generally ignore her because there is a reason we divorced. She has a list of food she doesn't want our daughter to eat, and I don't pay attention to her list. I drop our daughter off at school Monday mornings, and her mother picks her up. She called me yesterday to say she was cleaning our daughter's lunchbox and found onion slivers, and asked if any of the lunch I packed had. I can't read anymore. Any of the lunch I had packed her had onions. It's because I'm trying to read fast and skip over, but I'm missing important parts. I said yes, it did. She said that onions were on her list. I said I didn't care. She said onions make our daughter smell bad when she sweats and kids will bully her. I said that at my house our daughter showers and she might try that at her house as well. Ugh. Bad vibes from this guy. She called me a spiteful prick and told me no more onions. Our daughter likes onions, so I'm going to ignore her. A part of me does wonder if I was petty though. It pisses me off when she tells me what to do, so maybe that is clouding my judgment. I think that is like a self-report. I think he just admitted, it pisses me off when she tells me what to do, so maybe it's clouding my judgment. You literally just answered your question. If onions make your daughter smell bad and she's getting bullied for it, you've got to prioritize. Does she love onions enough to not care about being bullied? Does she love a taste of onions enough to not, be bothered by bullies at school? Which, if she's however old she is, it didn't say how old she is. I think bullying can like mess you up for life. So perhaps save the onions for a weekend or something. This seems to be more about his attitude towards his ex than he's basically being stubborn because he doesn't want to do what his ex-wife wants him to do out of spite, and then his daughter is suffering from it. Diffuser in the bathroom. Maybe you can dilute it before adding water to the diffuser for the days you clean their house. Yeah, that's a good idea. Info, how old is your daughter? You were being 100% petty, but it sounds so far like it was in the best way possible. I certainly chuckled. She's 10. She's old enough to decide what she likes then. Also old enough to speak for herself if a certain food is causing her issues, yeah. When it comes to odor issues, I don't think I would trust a 10-year-old though, but as long as OP hasn't killed his sense of smell, I think he'd have noticed. But now that the subject is brought up, I'm now hungry for some grilled asparagus with garlic butter, yuck. A 10-year-old girl is aware of her smell. Trust. You guys coming back with anecdotal evidence of some smelly little girls you knew are completely missing my point. Women are typically hyper aware of our bodies at even a young age. Even at a young age. If my 10-year-old girl is aware of her smell, she certainly gives 0 Fs about it. She's ripe AF most days. Gross. Gross. Ripe. Why use that word? Gross. Oh my god. My falsies are killing me. Whoa. My sister, am I the a-hole for screaming at my pregnant sister-in-law that she is a bitch and a brat? My sister-in-law is 32 and 4.5 months pregnant. Since she discovered she has been making various requests, which I'm not happy about. To give some context, she demands that if we go to family dinners in a restaurant, we have to avoid certain places such as kebabs or sushi, but it doesn't go until that point. But it doesn't go until, because this person said that they're not a native English speaker. But it doesn't go until that point. It is basically anything. We can't go to cafes because she says the smell of coffee and pastries make her sick to her stomach. And that besides that, she can't drink coffee, which she used to love. She's also in my friends group. I introduced her and has the same attitude around clothes. We can't go shopping anymore because she will start crying that she can't wear the clothes or the heels won't fit her. We have told her that there must be clothes with a bigger size to complement her body now, but she says that is a waste of energy and money. So in 3 weeks, it'll be my 30th birthday, and I want to make it special. Since I was a child, my best friends and I favorite food has been sushi. So I found this restaurant who will deliver me these freshly made sushi rolls. I told my sister-in-law about this so I can warn her about this potential nauseating smell that she says she hates. The moment I told her, she got very mad. She told me how selfish I was for choosing the main food that she cannot eat at the moment. I tried to explain to her that I had always planned for this and that I would also gather food specifically for her, but she did not hear me. She screamed that I was doing this on purpose just to humiliate her like all the other times. It was there that I got very mad and screamed back in front of the whole family. We were previously alone, but after hearing her screams, people started to come. That she was being a bitch since she found out she got pregnant, and that that was only an excuse to tap how much of a brat she was, and that she was prohibited from being near my house the end of my birthday. Near the house the day of my birthday. Well, after that, I was having none of it and went away, leaving her crying. Only husband came. All of this was yesterday, and since then I've not stopped getting messages from Hub's Philly? What? Telling me to apologize because while she may have had behavior, while she may have been behaving very demanding, she was pregnant and I shouldn't put her through emotions like that, and that I was very cruel, especially for the sushi on my birthday thing. My husband agrees with me, but I'm not sure. Maybe I have not been empathetic, but I have thought about me being pregnant and I wouldn't behave like that. Damn, that's an interesting one. Not the a-hole. Pregnancy is an excuse for crappy behavior. It is understandable. Is it understandable why she can't have sushi? Yes. Does that mean she can dictate how you celebrate your birthday? Also, doctors do not forbid women from eating sushi or drinking coffee. Just make sure the sushi is fresh. Interesting. Fresh. And eat it, drink it in moderation. Don't have it every day. She sounds entitled. There have been dozens of posts lately about pregnant women being extensively entitled, and it's ridiculous. It depends on your sushi. No, you chose to get pregnant. Unfortunately, you miss out sometimes. That is true as well. I'm pregnant. I'm bringing new life into the world. My every whim must be indulged. Sarcasm. I definitely wish this was more publicized because my doctor specifically told me I could have coffee, so I was drinking it and constantly getting side-eye from ignorant baristas. Same thing with the supermarket shampoos. The info is out there. Doctors are saying you can have coffee, apparently, but everyone else hasn't caught up, so they judge you when they see you drinking coffee. I don't normally go on Reddit on desktop. I only go on my phone, so I don't know how to get to the next main point. Interesting. So they were not the a-hole. Ooh, am I the a-hole for telling my daughter I don't like how she treats my husband? I'm a mum of 3. Thank you for the follow. I'm a mum of 3. My oldest daughter, Gracie, is from my first marriage. She's just turned 17. I have Milo 10 and Lyric 7 with my current husband. My ex-husband and I separated days after Gracie's first birthday because he told me he wanted to see other women and wanted me to wait for him. Nice! I did not, and I filed for divorce. Hey babe, just wait, let me date some other women, but just stay right there. Stay right there. It reminds me of The Bachelor last night. Who's watching that? With, I wanted to, God, my hair is so soft. I wanted to live react, but I thought, with, what's her name? Jessica and Damien. It seems like Damien is not actually, it seems like he's just being strung along. Like, he's not allowed to date other women, but she's allowed to date other men. And do another Bachelor Live. Oh, I'm glad you, enjoyed it. Yeah, what was I saying? So Jessica was saying to Damien, I don't know if, like, Felix is right for me. I don't know if he understands. Like, basically what I think is the situation is that Damien is madly in love with her and will be in an open relationship for her, because the alternative is to not be in a relationship for her. Not because he wants to be in an open relationship, because he wants her for himself. He even said that. But Jess obviously doesn't believe in monogamy, which is totally fine. The issue is that Felix is hooked on this idea of her being the girl next door, innocent, like little angel wife, and can't separate her from that image, when in reality, she wants monogamy for a husband and to have kids. Like, that's what she sees in her future. Like, she wants monogamy for that purpose. But, and this was so abundantly clear when she was asked these questions and she couldn't reply straight away. She does not want a monogamous sexual relationship. She doesn't like the idea of being with one partner for the rest of her life. That doesn't make sense to her, fundamentally. So if her and Felix got together, they would get married, they'd have kids, they'd do whatever. But eventually, 1,000,000,000%, she would eventually want to be open in an open, like sexually open, an open relationship sexually. I don't know the right way to word that. So they're just fundamentally not compatible, because he has the emotional maturity of a brick or like a 3-year-old boy, and she is obviously looking for different things out of her life than he is. And he's just hooked on this idea of her, this like, he kind of fetishizes her purity, which is funny considering, like, you know, she's been very open about, like, he seemed, you know how he was saying, like, he loves a threesome, but he doesn't want to marry into one or something. I saw on Twitter someone say, so basically just say that you're, that you love to have sex with an SLUT. I hate that word. And it was a woman that was saying that. So she was like, she was making fun of that whole thing, not like actually using that word seriously, but you wouldn't want to marry one. So you don't respect them, but you'll use them, but you don't respect them, which is the same thing with Jess. Like, she said that she's a very sexual person, and she's in an open, like, it's so funny how Felix has this idea of her being like a virgin or something, and she's obviously not. She's a very, very quiet and shy, I guess. So maybe and she looks like Elsa from Frozen. Anyway, it's just fascinating. Hey Loz, do you still use purple shampoo? I haven't used one in maybe like 3 weeks maybe. Yeah, my hair's been good actually. Let's see what it looks like, excuse me, without the light. Oh, I've still got my blue light though, so it doesn't really give you any better idea. But no, I haven't been really using it. I haven't felt the need to as much recently since my hair's been so nice. Have you watched Love Island UK? No, I've never watched Love Island. Yeah, they want different lifestyles. Yeah. That's the issue really, isn't it? All right, guys. I think I was going to do a 3-hour stream, but I think I'm just going to go. I think I'd rather do more streams for a shorter period of time. Because I was going to do 3 hours, but I don't really have as much to talk about in this particular stream. I've got my rant out. But what I'm going to do is, and what I've already started doing, on the days that I'm not streaming, I'm going to edit down the lives that I did and make them to smaller videos and then upload those to my YouTube channel. So instead of uploading the whole stream, I'm just going to upload the highlights, basically. So like the Morphe bankruptcy one, I'm just basically clipping that from the live, and then I'll upload that. Whoa. What? Oh. Oh. I just got on TikTok my live access. Wait. Oh. Live access removed. Your live access will be restored on January 8th. 18th, I mean, which is today at 10:42. Oh, in 5 minutes. Oh, because I violated community guidelines. God, TikTok was really strict. Adult nudity and sexual activities. I was like, what? And then I was realizing they was talking about sex and stuff, so that's fair enough. That is fair enough. 2 hours and 22 minutes on TikTok. It's crazy how many followers I've been gaining on TikTok just from going live. Like, that wasn't my goal. I was just doing it because I wanted to get a bigger reach. But yeah, it really helps to bring people in, which is good. Anyway, yeah, I'm not sure what I should like do one day reacting or talking about things on stream, and then one day doing my makeup, one day playing Sims or something. I'll do a little bit of everything, I think. It's good to keep it fresh. Thank you all for watching, lovely people. I will see you all Friday. If you have any ideas of what you'd like me to talk about or do, hit me up, let me know, message me on Instagram, and I will hopefully check it out. I don't know. I'm not going to raid anyone because I don't know who to raid. Thank you. I like how deep you get into the topic. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. Hi, Ellie. Thank you. And I'll see you all Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Bye.